Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying the Happy Holidays Cupcake Dozen from Georgetown Cupcake. So I want to show you, this box comes in a larger box, and there is ice in the box. So these are very cold, and they're in a bag. They're also in a
like
bag.
An insulated bag.
An insulated bag, yes. And this is what the dozen cupcakes look like. And these are from Goldbelly. Courtney ordered these for us from Goldbelly, which is awesome. We're thrilled to death. But if you go to Goldbelly, it tells you, you have to go there in order to see what you get, because they're not labeled in any way in the package, on the box, or anything. So you have to go to Goldbelly. But you get and let me just say this, they have these little sticks sticking out. I'm figuring that the sticks are to help you get them out of this box. That's the only use that I would know for those sticks. So if they're used for something else, I wouldn't know. But we have a chocolate eggnog.
Either that or to keep them getting squashed in the plastic.
Yes. We have a sticky toffee pudding. We have a white chocolate peppermint. A gingerbread, and I like how they put things on the tops to help you identify them. We have a chocolate peppermint. We have a gingerbread cheesecake, has a cute little gingerbread house on it. A Happy Holidays chocolate chip. Holiday lava fudge. Oh, no, that stick's wanting to pull out. Okay, I got it. I got it anyway. And then we have a Christmas caramel. Rudolph red velvet. Butterscotch cheesecake. And snowy vanilla and buttercream. So Georgetown Cupcakes, if you've never heard of them, they are located in Washington, D.C., and they started in 2008. I also want to tell you, like I mentioned, these are like sucker sticks. We would call them a sucker stick. Some people would just say lollipop stick. Mm-hmm. I took a picture of each cupcake for you for the end of the video, but Kevin said, do you want to take the stick out? And I said, no, I don't want to take the stick out, because I want people to see how they come.
Yeah, if you buy these, they're going to have a stick.
If you buy them, you're either going to have to, if you want to serve them to like a ladies brunch, then you're either going to have to serve them with the stick or take the stick out. And once you take the stick out, there's a hole in it. Yeah. So I want you to know how they come. But the first one we're going to try is the chocolate eggnog. It is chocolate eggnog cupcake topped with a non-alcoholic rum infused frosting, a dusting of nutmeg, and a baby blue fondant snowflake. All right.
It smells like eggnog.
So I like it that they used rum, but they used non-alcoholic rum, because
that way if you're not supposed to drink.
I have said for years, there are certain companies that refuse to do any alcohol flavors. You can do alcohol flavors and have them non-alcoholic. So you don't have to have the alcohol just to get the flavor.
I like the eggnog flavor. Mm-hmm. The cupcake itself is okay, but the frosting's really nice.
All the flavor is in the frosting.
Yeah, really, that chocolate cupcake is just eh.
I think the chocolate cupcake seemed, to me, it had a bit of that rum flavoring in it.
It might have, I don't know. It's hard to tell. I stuck the whole thing on outside.
It says chocolate eggnog cupcake. To me, I got at least the flavor of the rum came through. It definitely comes through. Yeah. The eggnog, you do get the eggnog.
Oh yeah, you get the spices.
You get the ginger from the eggnog. Mm-hmm. So nutmeg, the rum, you absolutely get it. Mm-hmm. I thought it was nice.
It's nice. Like I said, the frosting's better than the cupcake itself. The cupcake's just okay.
The next one I'm very excited about. It is called Sticky Toffee Pudding. Sticky Toffee Pudding is one of my very favorite.
I gotta take the paper off.
Oh, you gotta take the paper off. Yes, please take the paper off. Sticky Toffee Pudding is Georgetown Cupcake's modern twist on the traditional English Sticky Toffee Pudding. Toffee Cupcake. So it is a toffee cupcake.
Yeah, it's got stuff all through there.
With a caramel core.
Okay.
Topped with a toffee infused frosting and a caramel star drizzle and fondant holly. Yes, there we go. That is that core.
No, let me cut this part. I don't really want the fondant.
The caramel
I'll let you
core.
have all that fondant. I don't really care about the fondant. It's kind of chewy.
Thank you. I stuck my finger right in the caramel.
Is that frosting like cream cheese? Is that what it said? Because it sure tastes like a cream cheese frosting.
It says toffee infused frosting. I would have said cream cheese.
Yeah, it tastes like a cream cheese.
100% it tastes like cream cheese. If you were blindfolded, you would say cream cheese. In all honesty, the cupcake itself was very dry.
Yeah, the first one was kind of dry.
Yes, it was very dry. It was a drier. It wasn't like a moist, fluffy cupcake. It's kind of dense. The star of that show is
the caramel.
The cream cheese frosting.
Yeah, the frosting.
Whether they're calling it whether or not they're calling it cream cheese, that's what it tastes like.
It is the best part.
And that is the best part about it. It's delicious.
The toffee does have a more of a toffee flavor than a caramel-like flavor. So if you're used to caramel, that's not quite caramel. It's a little different.
If you're wondering why I'm sitting here looking at the phone, it's because they don't give you the names in the box. They don't give you descriptions or anything. So it would be nice if they had like a little pamphlet.
Yeah.
It would probably cost them a little bit of money, but it would be cool to have a pamphlet of what you get.
So I took screenshots off the website.
Yeah, so that's
so
what I'm
she's
looking
scanning
at.
back and forth.
Yes, I'm have to go back and forth. So this is the white chocolate peppermint, white Calibot chocolate peppermint infused cupcake, topped with a candy cane striped white chocolate peppermint buttercream frosting.
A mouthful.
It is a lot, yeah.
Here, great.
This one?
They did a really good job on the frostings. The cupcakes themselves are kind of like...
That's my favorite one so far. I like the cupcake. I like the frosting. And you
Yeah.
saw, I went like that because it's like, I'm just going to shove it in my mouth. You all don't care.
Heck with it.
The heck with it. I'm just going to shove it all in there. That's my favorite one so far just because
The frosting.
of but the cake, I think that particular cupcake has been, it has seemed moister, not moist, but moister than the first two.
Yeah.
The first two were very dry, so that has seemed the moistest of the ones we've tried. And the peppermint, it is delicious. It's like a candy cane peppermint. It doesn't taste like toothpaste, anything like that. It's not assaulting to your senses.
No, it's very
it's
sweet.
really nice, like candy cane. Like that one said Christmas.
Right,
really.
exactly.
Okay, so the fourth one we're going to try is the gingerbread.
It smells like gingerbread.
Oh, you're going to cut him in half.
I'll cut his head off.
Kev, there's going to be a slaughter. Gingerbread. And there has to be a sound effect for
You
that.
have to do the sound effect.
Gingerbread cupcake topped with a cinnamon infused cream cheese frosting and a fondant gingerbread man.
There's his head.
I literally just got his head. I did not get the cinnamon.
It's very ginger.
Which is shocking, because I always get cinnamon.
It's all ginger.
Mm-hmm. It's ginger, and I hate to say it, it's dry.
It's very dry.
It's dry. The
very firm and dry.
Again, the frosting is the best part.
Yeah.
Like if you were just to go through and eat all the frostings, I think you would be happy all day long.
Oh yeah, just a spoon of frosting.
But the cake itself is dry, and honestly, that one in particular, there was a little earthiness
from the ginger.
Yes, it's a little bit earthy. It's less sweet and more earthy for that one.
Yeah, the ginger's very strong, natural.
Yes.
Shaker in your cabinet ginger.
Yes, not a lot of sweetness to that one.
No, there's not a lot.
Okay, the next one is a chocolate peppermint. And it is Valrhona chocolate cupcake with a peppermint infused whipped Calibalt chocolate ganache frosting topped with crushed peppermint. What was that?
Peppermint.
Oh, how did you get a piece of peppermint?
It got stuck in my finger.
Oh, well, where did that come from?
Magic.
Okay.
I'm giving you the option for which piece you want.
That just tastes like chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
There's no peppermint flavor in the cupcake at all. It's just a chocolate cupcake.
That one's very dark chocolate.
Mm-hmm. It is dark, but you know what? I didn't get any peppermint. None. So in that one in particular, it's dark. It's a dark.
That is dark chocolate.
It's a dark chocolate. The topping is dark. The cupcake itself is just a regular chocolate cupcake.
Mm-hmm. But the only peppermint you get is the pieces on top.
Yes, but I didn't taste any of them.
It's just very low. I think the chocolate's so strong you don't really taste it.
But for that particular cupcake, I know that Courtney probably paid a lot for these 12 cupcakes. And I know that particular cupcake was no better than a chocolate I could make myself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I want you to do something.
What?
Pick that one up and feel how heavy it is.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now pick that one up.
Oh, Lord. That's heavy.
That's like it's got BBs in it.
That's a beast. Good grief.
It's literally like twice as heavy.
It is. Okay, it is the gingerbread cheesecake.
That's funny. It's a cheesecake. Or do you think it's actually a cheesecake?
I don't know. We're going to find out.
Well, it's heavy.
You
get some
hold on, let me.
There's where all the shipping costs came from, right there.
Gingerbread cheesecake. Gingerbread cheesecake cupcake with a graham crust.
Okay.
Do you see the graham crust? Yep. Yeah, that looks good. I smell it too when you picked it up. With a graham crust and topped with a cinnamon, cream cheese frosting, and a fondant gingerbread house.
It's all the graham crackers.
Oh no. Yeah, the graham cracker is literally falling off. Oh boy. Are we going to be able to get any of the graham cracker? So you need to eat this one out of the cup. Oh, thank you. Yeah, just dab it. Yeah, just there you go.
Get in the frosting.
Yeah, there we go.
You got tons of it.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to eat all this together because that's
what I would do.
It's going to be best. Mm.
Definitely cheesecake.
Mm-hmm. That's the best one. Well,
so far.
It's very tasty. Well, the thing is with all the other ones so far, you've had a lot of really good frosting with a lot of really dry cupcakes. Mm. That one, you really taste the graham. Mm-hmm. You taste the cheesecake.
It's also got a lot of ginger.
It has, I was going to say, as I'm sitting here talking, the ginger settling in.
Mm-hmm. It's a little burn in the back of your throat.
And it's honestly, it's a lot of ginger. Yeah. It's very heavy. It does have some of that, again, that earthy ginger flavor.
Like I said, I'm getting a little burn even in the back of my throat.
It is an earthy ginger flavor that the other one had. but you don't get it for a minute because you're getting the cheesecake and the graham before it. But once it settles in, just know that. But I still think it's a nice cheesecake.
Yeah, I think it, and that's why it was so heavy, because it actually is a cheesecake.
But now that the ginger's settling in, I do not like the flavor of that ginger.
No, that's way too much ginger.
It's just too earthy, and it's kind of a funky ginger.
Yeah,
I hate to say that, but it is. It's not the ginger that we're used to.
No, like I said, this is like ginger you would take out of the cabinet and put straight into something. I mean, it's just like, it's too much.
Yeah, it's too much. Yes, too heavy. Okay, the next one is called a Happy Holidays chocolate chip. Now, on their website,
the only thing we could find close to it was a Santa one. No, it's like the last one I took. One more.
That's it. I see. Santa's chocolate chip.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's vanilla chocolate chip cupcake with a whipped chocolate ganache frosting topped with, they're saying a baby blue fondant snowflake, but ours says Happy Holidays, but it's the same thing. It is a chocolate chip cupcake with chocolate ganache.
I tell you what, that chocolate ganache is a thick frosting. It's probably the same chocolates in that peppermint one.
It is, I do like the chocolate ganache. It is darker. If you bought these cupcakes anywhere, locally, and tried them, you would wonder about the date on them. You would wonder if these were not day old.
Because they're very dry.
They're very dry. Every single one of them has been dry.
And truthfully, the cupcakes themselves really don't have a lot of flavor to them.
I think that chocolate reminded me of the chocolate we had before.
Oh, it's 100% the same.
Yes, I think it's the same thing. And I didn't get any peppermint in that one.
That's because the chocolate's so strong.
Because the chocolate's so strong. So it's the same chocolate on top of this one. The only thing that's different is the cupcake. And the cupcake, I just hate to say it, it's just dry.
Yeah, it's dry and doesn't make any flavor difference.
Yeah. And Kevin and I are eternally grateful to Courtney for ordering these for us, for sending these to us. But the reason Courtney's ordering them, not just she's doing it to be nice, of course, but she wants to help you all too, because a lot of people order from Goldbelly, and everybody wants to know, is it worth it?
Yeah, because nothing's cheap on Goldbelly.
No, not one thing is cheap on Goldbelly. Even when you get a sale, it's not cheap on Goldbelly. So, whereas if you walked right into their shop in Washington, D.C., these might be completely different than they are once they're mailed to you. We can only go by what we received, and they have been dry. Yeah. Okay, so the next one is...
We can only comment on what we have.
Yes. The next one is a holiday lava fudge.
It's got a hunk of chocolate in the middle.
Oh, good. Okay. Holiday lava fudge is that Valrhona chocolate cupcake with a rich fudge core topped with a vanilla cream cheese frosting and a fudge star drizzle and a green fondant Christmas tree. Okay.
I think all the fudge came out.
Oh, well here.
No, you're fine. That's right. Again, the frosting's really good. That cake was better.
The frosting has been good on all of them.
That cupcake was actually a little softer, a little moister.
I like the cream cheese frosting. The cream cheese frosting is delicious. They've done a really good job with that. I like the thickness of it. It's very rich tasting, and that is my favorite part of all of these, is the frosting. Yeah. Okay, the next one is the Christmas caramel. Christmas caramel.
I'm going to turn this around.
Go ahead.
I'm having to reach over cupcakes and it's hard to do.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, one.
Christmas caramel is a caramel cupcake with a salted caramel infused buttercream frosting topped with a caramel drizzle and a green fondant Christmas tree.
So what kind of cake is it?
Sounds wonderful. It's a caramel cupcake.
Okay.
Yeah, caramel cupcake.
It looks like it would be.
So this one will be different than what we've had.
I haven't been eating the fondant. Is that okay?
I don't care if you eat the fondant.
No, I have. I've just been sticking to the side.
Yeah, I don't mind. Fondant,
It's not cheap.
it's a texture thing, yeah. So there's no core in it.
No.
Okay, there's no core. This one? I'm eating just the cupcake. Well, I want to see if it tastes like caramel.
I have to put the whole thing in my mouth.
It's probably better if you put the whole thing in your mouth.
It is.
Just like with that one, the peppermint one, I put the whole thing in my mouth and it was better.
Mm-hmm.
You don't, it doesn't seem as dry when you put the whole thing in your mouth.
No, because you're getting that frosty mixed with it.
Mm-hmm.
I would never call that caramel. It's almost like evaporated milk kind of flavor.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking
yeah.
about?
Yeah.
That is an evaporated milk kind of flavor.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's just
Like
makes that
those,
caramel.
okay. We've had caramels that have that flavor though. They were made of that goat milk, remember?
Mhm.
They're from Mexico.
Yeah, they kind of
Yeah.
have that flavor.
And that's what it tastes like is if you've ever had those made of like goat milk. It is caramel.
Mhm.
It's just a
It just tastes
lighter.
different.
It's a lighter caramel. Yeah, and it does taste different. I thought it was good. I did not get the caramel very much in the cupcake itself because I took a bite by itself. It was dry. I mean,
The
I know.
theme of this video is awesome frosting.
Yeah, the
cupcakes.
frosting's really good. Okay.
My thinking is, you know what? If your products aren't top notch, shipping them, just don't ship them.
Just don't ship them. Yeah, you can't offer them on Goldbelly. You just, and we've had things like that I just don't think it's worth the price. Like if you can get it right there, yes, it's worth the price.
Mm-hmm.
But once you've had to pay shipping on Goldbelly and everything, and then it dries it out, it's not worth the price. It's definitely not. So this is Rudolph Red Velvet, classic red velvet cupcake with a vanilla cream cheese frosting, topped with a fondant red-nosed reindeer.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have cream cheese frosting with red velvet.
Always.
Yeah, we've been doing, because of Courtney, we've been reviewing a lot of things from Goldbelly lately, and
Things we wouldn't necessarily buy ourselves.
yeah, things we wouldn't have been able to afford ourselves, and so we're very grateful to Courtney. But it's also good to know, to let other people know, yes, you should splurge on this, or no, you should not.
Right.
Or when you go to Washington, D.C., visit the shop and don't get them mailed.
It's okay. I wasn't blown away by it. Even the cream cheese frosting is put off a little bit by the red velvet cupcake flavor. I don't know what it is. It's just, I don't know if it's the red dye, which usually the red dye, sometimes it bothers me, but that doesn't taste like red dye.
Mm-hmm.
But it has an odd flavor.
I like it. I think it tastes like classic red velvet.
Do you?
I do think it's dry, and I hate to say that over and over again. The cupcake's dry. I'm sorry.
I'll tell you the truth.
Yes, because I would want somebody to tell me the truth. If I'm going to spend $100 on cupcakes, then yeah, please tell me the truth. I do think it tastes like classic red velvet. I thought it had a really nice flavor, the frosting and the cupcake, but you need to know it's dry. The next one is a butterscotch cheesecake.
Okay, wait. What was the last one? What's the very last one?
The very last one is a snowy vanilla and buttercream.
Can we do that one first?
You sure?
The other one's the last. Let's try to save that cheesecake for last.
Okay.
Because not only is it harder to cut, it leaves stuff all over my knife.
Okay. Snowy vanilla and buttercream. Classic Madagascar bourbon vanilla cupcake.
Not
Top-
the alcohol bourbon.
Huh?
Not the alcohol bourbon. Just
Bourbon vanilla
Yeah.
cupcake topped with vanilla buttercream frosting, sanding sugar, and a fondant snowflake.
Yeah, it's got tons of sugar on it.
So it's vanilla with
Yeah,
vanilla
just-
buttercream.
If you want that snowflake, you can eat it.
Nah. And I do have to say something else too. We have a bakery, a local bakery, that we won't order our cakes from anywhere else but this bakery. And these don't taste like bakery cakes.
No, that tastes like a. We've had some buttermilk cupcakes before, or butter cake like muffins and stuff like that. It has kind of a buttermilk kind of flavor. That's what that tastes like. Not vanilla. It tastes like a.
It doesn't
like
taste like a
buttermilk.
bakery cake at all.
No.
None of these have.
No.
Even the chocolate
I
did
hate
not.
to say it tastes like a box cake.
It even the chocolate did not taste like bakery chocolate.
No.
And if you've never had a authentic cake from a bakery, if you've only had box mixes, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying you probably wouldn't know the difference. But where I've had them all my life, there's a big difference.
Oh, texture, flavor, everything.
Yes. Okay, the last one is the Butterscotch Cheesecake. It is that Calumet Butterscotch Cheesecake with a graham cracker crust, topped with a butterscotch frosting and fondant holly.
I left the frosting in time.
Okay.
For-
This one
for
looks
a moment,
like
at
the
least.
graham is on there better than the one before. Okay.
A little firmer.
I'm just going to shove this whole thing in my mouth.
That's what I did. I do like that butterscotch flavor. They do a good cheesecake. Their cheesecakes are nice textures and everything. The cheesecake's really nice.
I do like the butterscotch. That is my favorite one. That one right there, the last one we have.
That one
Because
probably is mine too. There was another one that we had a while back that was good too. I don't remember which one.
I do get the graham. You do taste the butterscotch, and you do taste the cheesecake. You taste every element that's supposed to be in there. Nothing is dry about it because there's nothing to be dry.
No, it's a cheesecake.
It's cheesecake with graham cracker crust and the frosting, and there's just nothing to be dry on it. I think they do a good job. I think the cheesecakes are something that if they offer, I don't know this, but like if Goldbelly offered just a cheesecake box, that would be what I would order from them
Yeah,
because
it ships better.
that ships better, yes. And they might offer, I don't know, I haven't looked, they might offer like a whole box of just different flavored cheesecakes. Because, you know, think about how many cheesecakes the Cheesecake Factory has. Pumpkin and peppermint and chocolate and raspberry with white chocolate. And I mean, so Georgetown Cupcakes could have a whole assortment of cheesecakes. If they sell just cheesecakes, then you would be very safe to get those, and I
They're
think
good.
they do a really good job with
Yeah.
them. If it's something that has ginger, you need to know it's going to be an earthy, strong ginger. But I do think those are better to ship because they don't have a chance to dry out. The cupcakes were dry, unfortunately. And I don't think this was a fluke. I just think that's just the way they are when you get them.
Yeah, they just don't ship well.
But all the frostings were really good.
Yeah, the frosting was really good, and everything's sweet. It's just the cakes themselves were drier, and they were, for me, they were lacking in flavor.
Yes.
For
yes.
as much money as you pay for these,
yes,
they need to be like spot on.
Yeah.
And the cakes themselves were just okay for me.
So if you're wondering,
You don't want an okay anything when you're paying.
Right.
money.
If you are treating yourself or you're going to treat a family member, say you wanted to buy these for them for Christmas and have them sent to them, then you don't want to send them dry cupcakes. This is $80. It's $79.95, and that's That's for the 12 pack. So I'm sure they offer more on here if I looked around. But Goldbelly is one of those sites you can get lost in Goldbelly.
Oh, they sell so much stuff.
You can get on there and be shopping. And you can do different categories if you've never been on there. So like if you want savory foods, if you want, just your desserts and stuff like that, you can look for them.
Goldbelly is really good for like hometown restaurants or bakeries and stuff can get their stuff out to the world.
Yes.
Like we had Mama Dunn's tacos. Then she's local, but she wants to branch out. She would go through Goldbelly to sell them. Of course, they charge a lot more too.
Right. Honestly, though, this company, I think they're doing themselves a disservice selling on Goldbelly.
The cupcakes.
The cupcakes. I think they would be better off only offering cheesecakes through Goldbelly and stop selling the cupcake. Because I think if you were to go there to their shop, I bet you they're not dry
Completely
like
different
this.
food.
Yeah, I guarantee you they're not dry like they are here. So I think they're doing themselves a disservice because after trying these, do I want to go to their shop now in Washington, D.C.? No, I don't.
Yeah. And we did let these sit.
Oh yeah, because you let them sit. Once you get them, you let them sit out for a little while. We did follow the directions. We went. Of course, you have to go to Goldbelly for everything. Like I said,
there's a QR code.
There's no pamphlet in here, but we followed the directions, and so it's nothing to do with that. But I just think this is one of those companies, and we've said it before about other companies, but they would be better just not only offering certain things on Goldbelly. Yeah, but we always appreciate Courtney very, very much because this is something that we couldn't have afforded to do ourselves, and so we greatly appreciate it. So you'll have to let us know if you've ever been to Georgetown Cupcakes. What did you think of them? Which cupcake did you get, or did you get a cheesecake? Do they have other things that they offer? Feel free to let us know in the comments below, and thanks for watching.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a